Well, this is it. This is the project, for now, at least. This is a 1993 Nissan 240SX, and when you see them, you don't usually see the convertibles. They're not super desirable to people who are really into the S-chassis platform. This is an S13, if you're not familiar with Nissan. They made an S14, they made an S12, and S15, but never came to the United States, except or if you imported it, but yeah, we won't go there. Anywhooser, you can see that this one needs a little bit of things. Things, everything. Love. It needs some love. It's got a couple hot boy dents back there from what I can only assume is some pretty sweet drifts and some really terrible body work that people tried to do, but this one side's pretty good, so we'll ignore the other one. It's fine. These are getting harder and harder to find, and I don't really like convertibles myself either, but I kind of jumped at this because you don't see them, at least around where I'm from, and when you do, people want like $9 million. I don't get it. Drift tax or something. I blame Vin Diesel. Convertibles are a little heavier. These things were never made anywhere else inside of the United States. They imported them and then they cut the tops off in California and glued on or taped on, whatever, the soft top, and they never made these in a 5-speed. So we'll probably take care of that too. This one did come standard equipped with the non-running KA24. This is the DE flavor, which is the dual overhead cam. So the KA is the engine series 2.4 liter DE dual overhead cam. They also had a single overhead cam, but that's not this one. That was up until 90. I have not touched this car aside from rolling it into my garage for over a year. I opened the trunk one time. That was it. Yeah. So I think it's kind of time to start digging into this car to see what's up. Take you along with me, maybe. Yeah, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Can you not see that I'm recording? Oh, sweet, it's real. Sand rail. So let's address the elephant in the room, which is right here. Let me bring you in a little bit. So I'm not entirely sure what's wrong. When I bought the car, they said it ran, but when I looked at it, they tried to fire it up and it had zero compression. And my first thought was, oh, it's just typical KA. It probably has a timing chain issue or something like that. So I got it home, and the first thing I did was pop the valve cover that was already missing some bolts, which is good because I think that's normal. I saw that the timing chain was good. Both cams spun over, so I was wondering, maybe it had a blown head gasket or something. Or maybe there's a hole in the piston. The rings are completely shot, or there's leaves in the head. It's fine. First things first that we're gonna do... Is this a microphone? Hello? Check. 1, 2. Maybe we'll just leave that there for now. They did say it overheated, so that led me to believe that it could be something like a head gasket, or a warped head, or a warped block, which would really kind of suck. I don't see there being a hole in the piston unless the timing was just way advanced or something like that. They said it overheated, but they didn't say how bad, and they said they parked it not long after that, just because they couldn't figure it out. They were tired of throwing money into it. They said they threw something like $3,000 trying to fix this motor. At that point, buy another one, or swap it. I mean, LS swapped the world, right? I don't like throwing things away, especially when they could potentially be salvageable. So the first thing that I want to do is see if we can do anything with this motor. If so, fantastic. It might stay in the car, it may not stay in the car, who knows? I don't know. Something else? Oh, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Break time! Let's get some tools. What do we need? So we have our 240 SX rebuild kit. Stay. Sit. Watch this baby go shooting to the moon. Crank pulley bolt just in there. What? Oh, you stay put. Doing Nissan yoga to get. There we go. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Don't worry. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're good. I'm gonna need a socket. Alright, we got more tools. Oh yeah, good. Short out the battery. That's good. It's dead anyway. It's fine. Got some sockets of some various over-the-seas sizes and some gloves, because my hands are getting icky. Now we need to tighten down that crank pulley bolt and set the motor at top dead center, or something close to it. So you can't Can't. Why are you all the way over there? Come here. Come on. Yep. So we're gonna need to remove spark plug number 1. You know what? I don't know if that'll fit down in there. Perfect. Let's try this again. Oh yeah. Oh my God. All the torque. Let's just do that. Let's just snap that thing off in there. It smells like fuel. Oh yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it? That one was not even finger tight. Oh, that's We're gonna pull the spark plugs out. Then we're gonna look for top dead center. This means that piston number 1 is all the way at the top. We'll spin the crank pulley over and spin the bottom of the motor with the pistons and everything until number 1 comes all the way up. We'll jam something really hard down in there so we dent the piston. Now we just need something long to jam down in that hole. Grow up. Jeez. That should do it. Let's see. Oh yeah. What you want to do is you want to stabbing motion. It's hard. Don't do that. I'm just joking. Now we're going to turn over the motor till we find top dead center, until piston number 1 comes all the way up. What size are you? Nope. 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 No. Ah. First try. That's what you get for being an expert. Oh, right, that's not gonna work. That's way too long. Could you make it any more inconvenient? Why? There we go. Perfect. That was easy. I think we're going to go through the back of the block if we go any further. Come on. What was that? Oh, ow. It's fine. It's fine. We're getting close. No, we're not. Yes, we are. What? Hello? Hello? Nope. No answer. Now, if you were listening earlier, I think this car's been sitting for like a year and a half, I don't know, a while. So there could be rust around the rings, keeping it from rolling over easily, but that's pretty rough. So I got a special tool. It's kind of exclusive, so don't worry if you can't get a hold of this yourself. It's a SuperTech lubricant. It comes from this like members only place, so don't feel bad if you can't get a hold of it yourself. We're just gonna, shoot some of this down in the holes here and, I don't know, keep going, I guess. Oh. Yeah, there we go. We'll shoot some of this down into the spark plug holes. That's probably enough. Well, why not? Why not? Just go ahead and just go. I wouldn't really advise this, but I'm sort of resigned to the fact that this motor may be needing rebuilt completely. I'm gonna bump the key. Obviously the timing chain is not hooked up, so I'm just gonna bump it to see if it even moves. I'm gonna take note of where the timing mark is, which is like, I don't know, in the 1 o'clock position for all you old school clock lookers. Looker-atters? Yeah, that's the word. Basically pointed like right here. Now you tell me if you see anything that's breaking or you hear any crazy noises or something. Just watch that, okay? Don't watch me, watch that. Eyes down there. I have to do everything for you. Come on. Did it move? I didn't hear anything crazy. Yeah, it looked like it moved. So here's something I noticed. Let's bring it back a bit. When I brought this car home, I noticed something when I took the valve cover. I literally have not done anything to this car since I got it, except for open the trunk, and that was the first I've done with it in like 3 weeks ago, first time I touched it. I noticed that, so the timing chain has these discolored links. They're mostly silver, as you would expect, but then there's some dark blue-ish, like blued metal colored ones. And those really line you up on the timing marks on both the cam gear sprocket, the idler sprocket. They also have it on the timing chain itself. So, if you look here, and I'll bring you in a second, the timing mark is not on the blued sprocket. Nope, the blued link is not on the timing mark on the sprocket itself. That led me to believe that this motor's been open, obviously, and whoever did it clearly did the right thing. Let me show you. You see this link right here that's a little different? So these ones are all like that silver color you'd expect. This one's a blued metal, or like a bluish color. Now, that should line up with the timing dot on a sprocket. However, that is right there. You see the little detent? It's right there. So, well, they knew what they were doing. Clearly. One thing that does give me a little bit of hope is that before I knew all of this, when you spun the car over, it didn't make any crazy noises. So I didn't hear any clanging, clacking, breakdancing, clogs on some wooden floor. I didn't hear anything like that. But what that tells me is that it's potentially that this car could have been so far out of time that there was just zero compression. Now, I still have some issues, obviously, because the timing chain cover itself is... I can't get it back on or off, so that wasn't a me thing, that was before me, so, you know, I don't know. But that gives me some hope that this car may have compression, and it may just be that simple. And if so, cool. If not, well, we got some other things to take care of. Obviously, the cams don't look that great. They're a little bit rusty, but honestly, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not worried about that. That's the least of my problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find top dead center, and then we'll set the timing, and then we'll test compression. I've got a compression tester. We'll check that. Yeah. All right, you see that? We can spin it. So there may have been a little bit of rust on the cylinder walls, and it might be working itself out. I don't want to like go crazy and spin it over too fast and damage anything potentially. This car has oil in it, so that's good. The oil's still good, but it has not had the valve cover on it. It did sit under a car cover, but still, gotta be careful. All right, so then we're gonna take our samurai sword and we're gonna stick it down here in cylinder number 1. Ooh, looks like we're probably pretty close to top dead center. You wanna jam it in there as hard as you can, like you're trying to stab through your worst enemy. Don't do that. You just wanna set it in here, and we're gonna hand roll the motor over to see when we're at top dead center. So the piston should go all the way up. It will dwell, or just kind of hang out for a minute, and then it'll drop back down. See, it's dropping back down now. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's sit it there. Watch, watch, watch. We watch, pay attention. Look. See how it's dropping? Okay, now we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna wait for it to come all the way back up. There. Right around in there. Right? Oh, hang on. Right. 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 Nope. Right. About there? That looks good. I think we're at top dead center. So that means piston number 1 is all the way at the top of its stroke. Coming up. So that's what that tells us. We've confirmed that the timing is not right. So I don't know where the lower timing mark is exactly, but I do know for sure that this one is off. So our blued link is not lining up with the sprocket's timing mark. And then we have, of course, our timing marks on the sprocket itself, so we're off. I can't see down in there, so I got this little handy flashlight to see if we can... There you go. Ah, God, for such a little thing, it works really well. I can't see it. Well, what I can do is that I can spin the motor over. I see the blue link, so I'll spin the motor over just a bit and see if we can see if our timing mark lines up even remotely close. Oh, let's go the other way. Get. I'm looking for the timing. I know you can't see, but just trust me on this. I'm looking for the timing mark on the sprocket. Ow! And if they line up, then we're okay. Yeah. I know there's no compression right now because I have all the spark plugs out, so I'm not looking for that. Whoa, I'm stuck. There we go. Get out of mark right there. There we go. Now, we should be coming up on the timing mark right now. And we're not. We're not on it. This is hard to do. I need a third hand. Yeah. Just where is it? I don't see you. Am I missing something here? Oh wait, do I see it? Do I see you? Is that you? Hello? I was like, this is gonna do anything. Oh wait, no. Huh. Well, come here for a second, because I'm gonna show you something. Down in there, right? You can't see it. Right where my flashlight's pointed, just above the collar, so. Right there, perfect. Your view is great, I'm sure. Anyway, just trust me. So right on top of the sprocket, there's the collar right there, then the sprocket's right there. There is a hint of a timing mark. And if you see right there, there's that blued link. Those aren't aligned. However, to get that off, I have to take the cover off, and I can't take the cover off. I told you that. It's like bent or something. I know there's some stuff under here that gets hung up, and sometimes you have to pull, you have to lift the motor. I'm not getting into that just yet because I want to see if this is even worth doing. Anyway, as much as I don't want to, I think that's the best option. You couldn't help? Now you want to make sure to get this right on the oil pan. Just kidding, don't do that. Oh, crisis averted. 9,071. Safety first. Let's go get a jack stand. Let's see here. Gentle, gentle. Fine. Slowly. Gentle. Gentle. Oh, you're stuck. Oh. Go in. Yep. You. Oh. You don't belong there. When in doubt, a hammer and a pry bar. Yeah. All right, now that I'm back from the garage for the other garage for the 9,432nd time, I got a hammer and I got 3 flavors of pry bar. We got the that may or may not work. We got the just in case. Then we got the whoa, that's never gonna fit home wrecker. Let's see what we can break. Huh. It appears these aren't like the single cams, which is what my last 240SX was. This has been 14 years ago, so maybe I've forgotten a couple things. I feel like I'm missing something. This is one of those times where the internet is probably the best option. This is different than the single cam KA, which I'm used to, but now I know what you're thinking. Yes, all the bolts are out. Like, it's like a pickup tube maybe that's stuck? Or what is that? I see something, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at. You don't have to drop the oil pan on this, do you? That would be a really bad design. Do you have to do that? I see what looks to be a pickup oil pickup. Or a vent. Okay. You stay there. Okay, so it's getting a little late, and I may have to split this up into a second part. So I'm going to do what every good person does and scour the internet for 30 seconds to try and find an answer to how to drop this timing cover off of there. It is clearly stuck on something important, which may or may not be broken now. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Or I may even consult the repair manual that came with this car, which is always a good sign. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. But if you are interested in seeing what ends up coming of this, or if you happen to know the answer, by all means, drop it down below. And, of course, follow and subscribe for some more, whatever this is. I don't know. This whole thing? to see where it ends up. You know? Okay, well, it's late. See ya.